The problem is as much can go through here. This isn't actually helping. It's barely containing any polluted water because as fast as it goes in, it comes out the other side. But oh well. This will apparently shut down this area if this goes below 20 degrees. That's never gonna happen anymore. And to be honest with you, odds of that occurring, pretty much zero. Nevertheless, I'll set it up just in case so that it can have some sort of purpose there. Have we got any plastic? No, it's going to be a little while before we get more. Well done on delivering all the plastic, though. Our carriers are actually very good at this point. Once they can come down here and go back more to the point, it's going to be really good. Like, stupendously good. Now, it's not going to start charging up until it's actually got a tube there, so I guess we're going to be waiting a while. But man, they do get the work done, to be fair to them. New principles available, though. Nope. I'm going to reject all. We don't need more briar seeds. That would just be an insult. Wait, is that bridge supposed to be flipped? Let me go and have a look. Yes. Yeah, that's the correct way. Okay, so to explain what's happening here. If the polluted water in this pipe as it moves over the sensor is not above 20 degrees, then it doesn't get to come through here because it's already relatively cool. So in that case, this shuts down. So what happens is the water goes here, moves across to here, then goes over the bridge and exit out to here, along with this polluted water. And then they move in this direction. Now, the reason why I do it like this, and I put a bridge here specifically, is because if I didn't, then the water that went in this entrance, it's only an entrance, and out of this exit, when it got here, would have a direction that it could pick. Because this would be connected, it could see this as being, oh, that's a valid input, so I'm going to go this way. And then all of a sudden it gets clogged up here, because it doesn't know which direction it's meant to go. So all I've done, I didn't need to put this bridge section down, but for the fact that I want to basically make it a one-way pipe. That's the only reason I put it here, is so that the liquids exiting these bridges know which direction they should be going, and don't back up. If the liquid coming down here was below 20 degrees, this wouldn't allow it through, so it would have to go this way. So it does still move through the system. But generally speaking, we're never going to see that again. It's a very long time ago that the liquids around here were that temperature. I usually try to avoid two input outputs next to each other. But I guess that works. I usually play it much safer. There's nothing that should go wrong with this. For example, these two are inputs here. Like, these aren't connected. These aren't connected realistically. I mean, multiple exit points next to each other on a pipe, that's just saying, don't come back this way, go in that direction. That is not going to cause any problem at any time. Down here, it would only cause a problem if there was a second way for any input to get in here. As long as you've built it with a planned flow from output to input, except when this isn't acting like an input, which is when it's turned off, then it goes here. So, in the event that this sensor detects that the water here is below 20 degrees, this isn't an input anymore. That's actually shut. It acts like a regular pipe section. It has nowhere to go but here. So in that event, there's still only one exit, one input. Only ever one exit, one input. Because if the water can hit this, then this is never looked at. It never travels over to here. So in effect, there's only ever one input point here. Why is it 30 degrees and not even 10 a.m.? Well, someone hasn't built their cooling room correctly, Leafin. The whole of Europe is cooking. Ah, the fools. The fools! What have they done? Yeah, it still rains CO2 to the left of the volcano. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. It's still got solid CO2. Actually, I don't need to worry about that. There's only a few little bits that I need to connect now. There we are. That's all hooked up. And then over here, just for shiggles and to make it a little bit easier for my dupes, I will have that pipe as an output only. They'll still have to walk the long way back if they get down here, but it should be fine. Honestly, they could just end up over there if they wanted to, but, you know, they're free to take the best route they can find. Did I move the CO2 ice to the slicksters? No, now that is a solid idea. The problem is I don't want this to be cold. Therein is the issue. I don't want the CO2 to be cold around here. Because I want them to give birth to molten slicksters where possible. I suppose I could bring the CO2 over here, I guess. For example, critical starvation. Did I just hear something happen? No. For example, I could take this, pop this right there. I'm not sure if these now need to be powered at all or not. I suspect they don't, but don't quote me on that. Oh. We'll hook it up. Well, I need to head off to sleep for the night. Have a lovely stream, Aavak. Take care, Leafin. Sorry, take care, Blue Artist. Leafin, sorry. Sleep well, Blue the Artist, Leafin said. And then I confused their names. Because I read good. Okay, in terms of power, we're fine. Our batteries are well charged. We've got 2 of the sets of energy generators active. Out of curiosity, how many people in chat right now actually play this themselves? So close. I own it, if that means anything. Dude, I own so many games that I haven't even installed once. So no, it does not. Leave it. I have never played Oni. I never plan to play Oni. I judge nonetheless. That is why you are a mod, Leafin. Your prodigious capacity for judgment. Every 6 months or so I fire up Oni, yeah. Oh my! I played briefly, felt overwhelmed, and then my duplicants all died. That sounds like my experience with many games, actually. Leafin, I don't know, you're playing with fire there, I feel. Calling Mai a murderer. Isn't Mai still an active GM for some of the games that you play? I feel that you're setting yourself up for... And suddenly, rocks fall and everybody died. Such a shame. Oh, she isn't. Okay, then mock to your heart's content. You're free from repercussions for now. I'm her DM though. Ho ho! How the tables have turned. I'm just waiting to see this finish, honestly. Is someone coming down here? There we go. Move your butt. And again. No, come back. Why? I swear, if someone's got an errand and it wasn't you. No one's actually. Okay, that's fine then. I forgive. I've been playing Wildermyth with a friend, and it's a lot of... I've been thinking about picking up Wildermyth. I know that a couple of my friends are playing it. I may see. Okay, right. Here's a quick question for you, chat. It's an important question as well. That's right. Go. Oh, I want to watch you go back through this. What are you collecting? What did you pick up? I don't know what you picked up. I need to know though. You are carrying 1,600 kilos of igneous rock. That's 74 degrees. Not only have you picked up 74-degree rocks. Okay, you're wearing an Atmos suit, so I guess the temperature isn't going to bother you. But you've just hiked up 1.6 tons of material, and you're moving that fast. It's like, wow, where are you going with? Why are you not using this marvelous thing I built for you? Is there a break? Is there a break in the system? Okay, you're going that way. Okay, you're going that way. I'm so unhappy with you right now. Like, what? Where? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna forgive you because this hasn't been finished yet. I will forgive you for a moment. But yeah, the question I had. If I were about to suggest to some possibly wholesome people about doing a thing, of these things, which is the thing that you would most like us to think? Okay? Your options are Armello, Talisman, or Small World. I'm going with yes. It might not just be that thing. It might be many things, but for now. I want this to be on sweep only. And I would like... would it be under consumable ore? No. It would be under liquefiable carbon dioxide. Sweep only the carbon dioxide, please, and thanks. Alright. Sadly, it's a little bit more of a potch to get this stuff than I would like, but... You know what? I'm going to tell you just sweep all of this up. Let me make sure that's not a stupid priority, though. I'm going to put it on a 6. Okay, to work! Work. Not sure you're going to be able to get to this part, but I should be able to just dig that down for you. Who be entombed? Well, that's because you keep pooping on yourselves. I take no responsibility for this. I don't know any of them, so do them all. Basically, they're all board games. Talisman is a chunky board game. It's a PvP high fantasy board game. Armello is a kind of PvP co-op, sort of, in a very loose term, digital board game. And by that, they're all digital. They can all be played through a digital version, but Armello is purely a digital board game. Talisman is an actual physical board game that has been very faithfully recreated in the digital realm, and Small World is very much the same. They're all PvP. Okay, that's a silly thing. Well, I mean, you know, what I should have said is if they weren't PvP, the assumption is a board game is going to be PvP. But Talisman is very high fantasy, kind of RPG-esque. Small World is extremely... It is more a strategy game, really, with fantasy races. And Armello is, like I said, it is at its heart a digital board game. It is in no way like a recreation of a physical board game. Does that make sense? Talisman is also a super long game because you can end up getting in each other's ways in such a way that it could be over with in half an hour, or it could be, well, actually no, it's probably never going to be over with in half an hour. It could be over with in like 2 hours, or it could be over with in 10. Armello is a very strict digital board game in that it has a time limit. Realistically, it's not going to be longer than, I think it's like an hour and a half, something like that. You're basically a resident Armello god, so you can give me a better idea of how long you could typically expect to be playing Armello for. And Small World is even less than that. Small World is probably done and dusted in about an hour at tops. Right, let's go and get some of the poke shells. We need... Oh, wait! Oh! We've got all the steel we need. Depends how slowly everyone takes their turn, but Armello has... not even 10 turns before it ends. Yeah, it's basically like that. Dunk. And now I know where that is going to be. I would very much like a window tile made of diamonds. Which are, of course, forever, as we all know. Forever diamonds. Actually, the diamond block should be underneath, I think. And here is why. I'm going to need a bunker tile above it. Strictly so that I can... How did you get in there, you scallywag? I'm going to need a bunker tile above it so that the diamonds don't get destroyed by impact events. Ideally, there'll be no impact events to have to mitigate, but we can't be certain of that. Also, actually, given that, I should make these out of something that can withstand temperature a lot better than that. Let's go for obsidian. I could use temp shift plates, but temp shift plates don't really have that much thermal mass. A block of diamond has a lot of thermal mass. Rip. Rip you. Oh, I should really make these out of something that'll prevent shovels from moving through them, shouldn't I? Yes, yes I should. Technically, I only need to do it on this side, but nah. Steel is the only thing I can make that out of. Oh, okay. So it's steel only. No, then, I guess. Why do I have a shovel in a rock? Maybe the shovel was going to space. Also, what are we merging? Duplicants. By and large. So yeah. These tiles require 100 kilos of diamond versus a temp shift plate. I'm actually, these might be more. Can I use diamond for a temp shift plate? No. I can't use diamond for a temp shift plate. I can use a lot of things, though, I suppose. Oh, no, I can. I can use diamond for a temp shift plate. I don't have quite enough diamond for that, though. I'll be honest. Either way, we're going to want to capture this material. So I want some tungsten. That frustrates me. Okay, you can be in the middle. And then I want regular pipes then. I want sedimentary rock for the thermally reactive component. I could have temperature plates, or I could just have metal in the middle, honestly. There's lots of things I could do. I could just fill it with copper. For example, but then again, it's still not that much. Ultimately, using diamond is going to allow me to store a lot more temperature in it that can then be shunted off to the side into a steam room. Arden Drub, thank you very much for the 13 months, mate. Diolch yn fawr iawn. And the dude, Geominer, thank you very much for the raid. Once this is built, I'm assuming all of the steel has been delivered. It should be on its way, I think. Someone is bringing the steel right now. But beyond that, we're going to need a lot more steel. So, as I was saying, it's time for us to go and grab some poke shells. Some poke shell molts. Pause it so that everything moves faster. Now, there are a good many down here. Let's get in there quickly. I'm actually going to pump this up to a priority 8. I want to be in there to grab all of the poke shell malts as quickly as we can, then extricate ourselves. What kind of liquid will I be using for cooling the diamond? I'm going to be probably using petroleum. I'm just going to be... It's just a steam rocket, so I'm just going to be carrying the energy out of that diamond into a steam room just to help convert more... Like, because I'll be trying to siphon off and recycle some of the steam that's in there from the steam rocket. But then also, any heat that's trapped in the diamond, I'll carry away. It's my first rocket ever, just to put this into perspective. For any of you who know the game well, I do not. I've never done anything with rockets before, so this is my first time. So I'm probably massively over-engineering the situation, but you know, that's what Oni is for. Sadly, the rocket silo is not symmetric. No. I mean, I could make it symmetric, but I'd have to shrink it by a little bit. But I don't think no, I'd never get it symmetrical. I guess I could make this no, it'll never be symmetric. What are the rockets for? Getting to different planets. And gathering materials. I've only got carbon asteroids out here, but I could be bringing back some refined carbon, coal, and diamonds from both of them. That one has 2 things. This only has 1 other thing. It'll be interesting. Never done anything with rockets. How many Factorio hours do you have? Shh. Never done anything with Oni rockets. Despite having a several hundred episode series on my second YouTube channel for that. What are you doing? What? Okay. Why is there pollution exposure here? Strange. I guess I could just open this up. You know what? Sure, let's have these be open for now just so that it vents. Eventually they'll get to that. I suppose you could have multiple rockets to have symmetry. Yeah, that's definitely true. Poke shell malt, hooray! Salt, hooray! Clear those though. Don't need them. Wait, what? Oh, I guess technically it is made of sediment. Okay. That's probably going to be a regular pipe there, I can only assume. Hopefully, so it'll look right. But yeah, the idea here is that I'm going to siphon off the heat, run it into a little steam area where I'm converting water into steam and also perhaps recycle some of the steam here. I'm probably, if I'm going to be honest with you, going to use drywall everywhere else. Just all over this place to some degree. That might not be the best, but just so I can have robo miners up here, and so that the heat, the gas dumped by the rocket will be able to siphon off the heat from the robo miners. Take care, Song Swift Eye. I will weep if this rocket is not big enough to do anything. I will genuinely weep. Don't wish this on me, chat. Don't. You don't want to see me cry. I hope you don't want to see me cry. You might want to see me cry. If you do, you're monsters, but don't. Welcome back, Belial. Where were you off to, mate? We were talking about silent running earlier. Did Ollie change rocket heat generation? I recall melted tiles and sadness when I messed with him last. I have no idea. I'm sorry to say. We've almost got all of the steel I need, but sadly, it looks like we're just shy of a little bit. Hopefully you're bringing steel. Hooray! Steel has been delivered! Woot woot! You wouldn't cry. You'd sigh, you'd laugh, adjust the architecture, and persevere, like always. That's true. It's true. Right, but at this point, I do want to make sure that we do have some drywall. Now, I'm going to make it out of sedimentary rock, because I have plenty of it to spare. Only going to do that height. We're going to need... would it be... It would be under automation, wouldn't it? No, it wouldn't. Apparently. Okay, I am quite wrong. Where's the robo miner? Where do you guys live? And I can just copy you, but... Hang on a second. Damn it! I have been undone. My research has been taken from me. I disapprove. Scallywaggery of the highest order. Fine, I will build more. You disapprove, however, and the level of my disapproval is quite vast. We do have a crafting station now, though, and we can make all sorts of little doodads and things. Okay, well, I guess we're hooking you up to this. I can't believe I need to rebuild that. Yeah, Huey, Dewey, and Louie came up. Bilal, do you believe there were some people in chat who thought it was regarding DuckTales? I mean, I get where that belief came from, but nevertheless. Bilal, that's quite interesting because loads of people were saying, like, hey, it's made by Disney. I haven't seen it. It's going to be on my list of things to check out, though. Well, you should have thought about that, Leafin, about the fact that it would be hard to explain before you mentioned it to chat. You are now obliged to tell us, and explain you will, what you had for breakfast. To eat. Now, this is absolutely marvelous, okay? Look at this. The way that the research tree is different. Now, there's a couple of things that apparently... Oh, there we are. The robotic tools down there. Solid control. What on earth? A conveyor meter connects to an automation grid to automatically turn material transfer off when the specified amount has passed through it. Huh. Very interesting. Okay, I like it. We've got new things down here. We've got oxygen mask pattern, oxygen mask door, oxygen mask checkpoint. Basically, that's a low-tech version of the actual Atmos suits. We've got the monument that I need to unlock. Then we got all of these that I need to hit with the like space research, but we're quite far away from there. Well, I need this one first of all, but I can look at only the completed items. Actually, let me turn that off for a second. So only completed items are down here now, which is quite cool. They're all in various groupings. But next is amazing. It sorts it by what I can research next. It's so cool. I like it very much. Robotic tools is what I want. Let's go. No. Right now, I just want to get to space, okay? To research the cargo bay, I need space stuff. Okay, we will have the research station built soon. Calm down. One has sausage and Philadelphia cheese. The other one is like a cheesecake sandwich. A cheesecake sandwich. Interesting. What do we want? Pufflet eggs. I guess we could take pufflet eggs, but we're not going to. We're going to take fertilizer. Our bristle blossoms are doing okay. Every now and then they produce a little bit of extra stuff. And when they're actually fully full size, they produce quite a lot of floral scent, which is nice for us. I know it's taken them an age to get all that done, though. Gotta be honest, I'm kind of surprised. Thought someone was running this, but no, we're good. Hooray! Someone's using this. Let's follow them. Whee! Wow! Oh, they're still storing things. Cool. Making use of the Slickster storage area. Much approval. Okay, we've got 600 steel. That is fantastic. That means that we did breach and we did gather the poke shells. Yes, we did. All right. Next area that we need to breach and gather poke shells from is down here. Once again, that needs to be done as a pretty high priority because poke shells super angry if you go in there when they've got an egg. Setting up a poke shell farm will be very good for us, but I need... Well, to be honest, I've got a lot of rot at this point. I'm producing enormous amounts of food, and I am not able to use it all before it rots, so I could just set up a poke shell farm. That is 100% something we could do. But with the steel that we've got, we can at the very least set up 3 of these tiles. Four of the tiles. Oh, they're only taking 100. I thought they were taking 200 for some reason. Never mind. Alright. So, once all of this is built, this is going to dump a lot of heat into this area. And I'm going to want some more right there, so that it gathers a bit more of the heat from it. And I'm going to put more drywall down here. I'm not sure if this will melt the drywall. Sedimentary rock. I mean, it's a steam rocket. I don't think it can generate sufficiently high temperatures to do that, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. But this is going to add a lot more thermal capacity to this area. Now, I'm thinking we want the steam room down here. We don't want it to be... like, the objective here is not generating power, like, at all. So we don't need to worry about that, which is nice. What I do need, though... And what I should be aware of is this is going to be a custom-built silo. Now, if I want to make this bigger, I'm going to have to go up, not down. But realistically, I kind of want to go down later on. And that was the whole idea, is we could actually take them down quite far. So, to that end, I'm strongly considering building the steam room over here. Just to the side. Problem being that we need to decide how we're going to do that. So steam turbine, we can make it out of copper, that's fine. You could have it just against this wall, honestly. So something like there. So let's go ahead and start placing this together. I'll have a door in there, and we'll build this out a little bit more. How many do we want? We've got... Because, you know, we might want to make use of the power. 5, 5, so I'm going to need to take it over to this point. I dislike having to dig through... ice, but, oh well. It's a thing. It's a thing we're going to have to do. Right. And then we'll have a little door over on this side. Now, if we did make this bigger, the thing is, we could conceivably make it so that this actually, the steam produced by this, just gets run through the steam turbines. It might be a power positive scenario. I'm always looking for ways, again, this is not, like... As much as I will praise this game for being really, really cool with its simulation, it is not an accurate simulation of physics, like, by a rather large margin. I'm going to be dribbling water down here for a little while. It's fine. It'll dribble all the way down here, which is fine, and then it'll go somewhere, but it doesn't really matter where. This phase when you generate power via launching a rocket. I know, right? Our physics is too stonk. We'll also be using some of this to generate more of a heat positive area in here. We don't need this room to be big, like at all. In fact, the less big it is, probably the better. But I'll go with 4, just for the rule of 4, really. Oh, actually, that's a rule of 4. Ooh, wait. Well, does it matter? It does to me. We're gonna pop this up 1, because then that will line up with the rule of 4 everywhere else. Yeah, there we are. That'll be fine. It does to me. There we go. This first room will be a little bit bigger, but then future rooms below will be better designed. Sarge, take care, mate. Thank you very much for dropping by. And Calvin as well. Thank you so much for popping by, mate. Have a good one, alright? Yeah, waste not, want not. Indeed. Efficiency is everything. But we are going to need to bring power up here, which means I need to crack into the main power spine somewhere around here. Problem is, the potential load on this is really high. So I actually need to be making it out of something better. Thankfully, we have so much copper, I don't even know what to do with myself. So... do I want to run this through some transformers? I do, kind of, yes. So we'll take it up only as far as this, and I'll decide where the transformers are going to be. Ah, what joys it is when you can breathe underwater, eh? To that end, I will cancel that 1 tile, because I don't want you to actually get yourself stuck. Right, let's go and check in on the areas where I powered my... there we are. Perfect. Making oxygen. Out of polluted oxygen, no less. The best of all times. Ah, good. Things are looking a little bit less stinky now. Oak, thank you very much for that gift sub. 70 gift subs in total on the channel. Please put plenty of love in chat for Oak. Oh, my lord. Get rid of some of the stinky air. Aw, family nap in front of the TV. That sounds incredibly darling. Right. Research complete on the RoboMiner. What's up next? Let's go for solid material. Conveyor shut off. There we are. We're gonna crack out all of the researches for now. I see no reason not to. Got more than enough material for it. The Force. Ah. I love that they've got little radios there as well.